Hey guys, this is John from Quilled and Twisted. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping safe with the global pandemic that's going on, but on the plus side to it, that means I get more time to spend on my artwork. So I'm going to be getting back to that today with a brand new quilled paper princess. I'm also going to do my video in a slightly different format this time. So what I would normally do is I would make a figure several times until I'm happy with the design, and then I film the making of that finished design. By the time that I've made it 4 or 5 times and I'm happy with it, when it comes time to filming it, I've kind of lost interest and I want to do something else. So wouldn't it be better if I shared it as it was new to me? So that's what I'm gonna try doing today. You'll get to see more of my process and I'll get to talk through what I'm thinking about certain aspects, and I feel like it should just make for a more interesting video. So the figure I'm going to do today is Esmeralda. I'm looking at this. It doesn't look like it would be too difficult to do. I think one of the things I'm going to change is I'm just going to go full length of the dress so it's similar to my other figures. I think the only things that I'm kind of unsure about that will be new is the puffy sleeves. I don't know how well I can construct those and then still look natural. And the other bit is the hair, because she has a very, it's all pulled back, but it's a very thick, kind of like, it's not even like a ponytail because it's all hair. So that should be interesting. But so I've never made this before, so I'm starting completely from scratch. You're going to see the whole process, mistakes and all, if they happen. So let's get started. So I've moved over to my desk area and I'm starting off the same way I normally do with making the base cone for the skirt. I've got my 30 strips because I'm going for the thinner size, like with my Snow White and similar ones. Oh, it's clogged. Give me a pin. Hey. Okay, so now I can roll it out. So all the edges are nice and flat, and then I get to shape it into the cone. It's one of my favourite bits to do. I'm trying to keep all the edges fairly even. I need it to be about 5 centimetres-ish. Yep. I've got my tacky glue. I have coating on the inside so that it holds shape. And I can set that down to dry. Okay, so while that's drying, I've got some green pieces. I'm going to make the corset just underneath. Okay, so I've made my 2 torso pieces and I just hope that I got my proportions of the different colours right. I don't have a lot of these colours left, so I would like to avoid remaking them if I can. So as it stands, I've got the basic construction all done. So the next step for me is to add some detail to it. So I need to add the layered wrap that she has tied around her waist. So I think to create that layer, I'm going to use my acrylic glue in the same way that I did for Tiana and Ariel, so that it's got some dimension to it. Hi guys, it's day 2. My figure has been drying overnight and it looks like it's dried okay despite some air bubbles. So my next step is going to be to add some details. Possibly I'm going to use some gold glitter and do the piping on there first. So it's been about an hour and all the gold has dried. It's not super even, but I don't actually mind that on this. It kind of gives it a bit of a rustic feel because Esmeralda is a traveller. So now I need to colour in the shawl layer. I do have some Liquid Pearls pearlescent paint. I figured the pearly shine would make it look a bit silky, but I don't actually know how well this will coat the glue. So all I can do is give this a try and see how it works out. So I gave one coat of the pearlescent paint, and the colour coverage is quite nice, but it's showing up every air bubble, crack, lump and bump that was in the glue, so I'm not sure what to do now. I do have another type of glue, Glossy Accents, which normally does leave a really smooth finish. I might try the Glossy Accents first, and then if that doesn't work, the glitter glue is the backup. That's not gonna work because it's running, so I can't do that. Well, it was worth a try. So I think I'll just go with the glitter glue method. I've added the layer of glitter glue. It's quite a thick layer, so it's probably going to take several hours to dry. So I'm not going to be able to do much more on this for a little while. We'll just have to come back and see how well that smoothed it out, because it might need another layer on top of that. We'll see. Hey guys, it's day 3. I'm really pleased with how the glitter has dried overnight. It's a good coverage, and I don't think it needs another layer of it. It's a much nicer finish than we had with the pearlescent paint yesterday. And so my next step now is to add a couple of details. So I want to add just a couple of bits on the side here so that it can create the look of like a tied knot in the fabric, and a gold trim, and that's probably all I'm going to be able to do for a little while until those have dried. And while it was drying, I constructed just one of the sleeves, and I made like a thick shoulder bunch so that it looked like the puffy sleeve that Esmeralda has. But holding it against the figure, I don't think there's a way that I can attach that and it looks like a natural arm. So it makes her look like she's like this. So that's not going to work. So after looking again at Esmeralda's design, I realised that the weight in the puffy sleeve is all at her elbow and not at her shoulder. So instead of using this design, I've constructed something like this. You can see the weight is further down. Hi guys, it's day 5. On day 4, I just did the arms and attached them, as you can see here. And I wasn't really able to do much more than that because I had to leave each piece to dry. Put them together, they had to dry, stick them on one at a time, and they had to dry. So with all the drying times, that was the majority of the day. For today, I've already started and I've made my basic head shape. So I'm going to add the head, let it dry so that the joint becomes sturdy, and then we'll start trying to construct and style some hair.
Alright, so I folded all of the pieces back and then I stuck in some extra ones, and these are just going to be like loose flyaway hairs that are going to hang forward, and then these two are going to be like a long spirally tendril that are going to hang down. So you can see they've been cut into points, and they'll just glue the top portions down so that the loose bits just kind of hang like that.
Okay, it's day 6. I want to get this finished today. I did the fringe and everything yesterday, so I just have to construct the back main portion of the hair and then a couple of finishing touches, so hopefully I can get all that done today. So the next step I did for adding detail to the hair was kind of fiddly, so I couldn't really film a clip of that. But I'll just show you what I did. So I took a strip of card and I cut it at an angle so it was thinner at the top and it got thicker towards the bottom. So it's glued down here and it wraps around, getting thicker. It loops under there and comes over the shoulder. And that's going to be the piece of material like headscarf that she wears. I think that's what she uses to actually tie her hair up. So now it comes out here. I'm just going to cut it a little bit longer than I want it to be.
So I changed my mind a little bit on that. I've cut it so that it goes thinner again, so it doesn't stand out quite so much. Alright, there she is. I mean, the hair isn't going to stay exactly where I want it. I just keep trying to scrunch it slightly just to... because I still want it to behave like gravity affects it. I don't want them to start sticking straight up. But she's got some life and energy in it.
Okay. I am almost done. As you can see, I used some of that pearlescent paint to give her some bracelets on her arms. I've attached a hand there and some gems to be like the medallions on the wrap that she wears around her waist. So, the final thing I have to do is I decided to make a little tambourine for her. And that's a wrap. She is all done. I'm going to try not to touch it because the tambourine is still drying. So I'm going to try not to touch that area, but I'm super impressed with this. Like, first attempts don't always turn out this nicely. I mean, you saw that there was things that I had to change from my initial idea, so like the headscarf had changed, and so like the paint that I first put on the wrap I had to change, things like that. But on the whole, this has worked really well for the first attempt. I'm really pleased with it. I don't think there's anything I would really change about it if I was to do it again. I would probably make the white a bit bigger, and I also squished the top section a little bit, it's a little bit flat. But it would just be minor tweaks like that. Like the overall design, I'm happy with. Video wise, I'm not going to know until I edit this whether the 2 angles that I had worked, whether the lighting works, whether it's all a bit new, so I won't know till I edit. Let me know what you think of this new style of video. I can perfect it as I go along. Super pleased with my new princess. Not a princess, but she is a princess. I think that's everything I have to say about the art, so until next time, I hope you stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.